Hello and welcome to e-GMAT. We will solve question number 2 of OG Verbal 2nd edition by using e-GMAT 3-step process. In the first step, we will understand the meaning of the sentence. In the second, we will evaluate the errors in the sentence. And finally, we will review all the answer choices to get to the correct answer. So let's begin. Some bat caves like honeybee hives have residents that take on different duties such as defending the entrance, acting as sentinels and to sound a warning in the approach of danger, and scouting outside the cave for new food and roosting sites. Alright, so the word like here tells us that this sentence presents a comparison between honeybee hives and bat caves. It says that just like honeybee hives, some bat caves have residents who take on different duties that include defending the entrance, acting as sentinels and to sound a warning at the approach of danger, and scouting outside the cave for new food and roosting sites. Okay, now let us evaluate the errors in the sentence. In order to do that, we will divide our sentence into small clauses. So here goes our first clause. Some bat caves like honeybee hives have residents. Alright, so that brings us to our second clause, which reads that take on different duties such as defending the entrance, acting as sentinels and to sound a warning at the approach of danger, and scouting outside the cave for new food and roosting sites. Okay, so there is a list in this sentence that talks about the duties performed by the Batcave's residents. Now what we see here is that defending, acting and scouting are parallel to each other. What we also notice here is that element 2 has two elements in it. That means here we have a list inside a list. In this list, to sound is not parallel to acting. So in order to make this list parallel, we must turn to sound into sounding. Then both our lists will be parallel. Okay, so now let us review the answer choices to see which is the correct answer. Now choice A is certainly not the correct answer because, as we discussed, it has the parallelism issues. In choice B, to sound is sounding now. So as we see that all the elements in the lists are parallel, so B seems to be the correct answer, but we will also review the other answer choices first. In choice C, to act is not parallel to defending and scouting, so of course it is not the correct answer. Choice D repeats the same errors as choice C. To act is not parallel to defending and scouting again, so D also cannot be the correct answer. In choice E, we again see that to act is not parallel to defending and scouting, and also and has been removed between sentinels and sounding. Okay, now this means that sounding is now modifying sentinels as to imply that acting as sentinels who sound warning at the approach of danger. Now this distorts the meaning of the sentence, especially this second element in the main list in the sentence. Okay, so choice E is definitely not the correct answer. So as we found out before, choice B is the correct answer for this sentence. Now let's take a look at the takeaway messages of this sentence. Okay, so we must be able to identify the correct list in the sentence, and we must ensure that all the elements in the list must be logically and grammatically parallel to each other. Okay, and the concepts tested in this question has been covered in e-GMAT concepts level 1 parallelism identify and correct and level 1 parallelism helpful tips.